It was the 27th annual Community Night football game at Waldo Stadium last Saturday as the Broncos played host to Delaware State. Looking for their first win of the season, the Broncos put it all together. They scored touchdowns on offense, on defense, and 2 special team punt returns for touchdowns. Gio Ricci and Jamari Bogan each scored twice. The Bronco defense held the Hornets to 123 yards of total offense and only 5 first downs the entire game. Final score, Western Michigan 68, Delaware State nothing. I'm Robin Hook. Coming up, head coach Tim Lester joins me for all the highlights on Week 3 of Bronco Review after this timeout.
Bronco Review is a production of Western Michigan University Athletics and WMU Media Services and is brought to you in part by Greenleaf Trust, financial security from generation to generation. Trust is in their name for a reason. They've earned it.
A part of being a member at Arbor Financial Credit Union is the relationships and personal attention you get from our helpful and knowledgeable staff. But we realize you don't always have time for that. With Arbor Financial's secure mobile app, you can quickly check your balance, pay a bill, deposit a check, or find an ATM. In between, well, everything else. Visit us online at arborfcu.org for more information. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
When home improvements are in your future, you should call BlackBerry. For more than 35 years, BlackBerry has provided windows, roofing, siding, and sunrooms with thousands of satisfied customers throughout West Michigan. Right now at BlackBerry, you can get 10 of our best-selling high-performance double-hung windows for only $48.60 installed. 18 months no interest and $48.60 installed. Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Vandenberg with Maple Hill Auto Group. We know that car buying is a journey, not just a destination. We know that we need to be there each step of the way for you through parts, sales, service, through your entire ownership experience. At Maple Hill Auto Group, we look at every customer not as a single purchase, but rather as a start to a journey that we hope spans generations. Maple Hill Auto Group, for a journey like no other.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose auto owner's insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Nolte Insurance is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Right, ball on the left hash, give it to Levante. He's into the secondary. He's to the 30. He may score. 15, 10, 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Levante Bellamy on the opening play from scrimmage.
Levante Bellamy scoring early in the first quarter for Western Michigan, their first offensive play, as a matter of fact, after the defense got Delaware stopped in the opening series. And you were off and running, Coach, 68-0.
It was a great start to a game. Won the toss, deferred, great kickoff, 3 and out, great return, scored on the first play. Knowing you get the ball first in the second half, it's the way that we want to start off every game, and we just kept. It started the momentum that we continue the whole day.
Talk about a total team effort. Offense, defense, special teams. I mean, everybody scored.
Yeah, late it was amazing. Every time they kicked the ball and one of our punt returners had it, I was scared. I didn't want the score to get too bad. I was trying to stay respectful, and the guys kept playing hard, and Tyron had a return. So it was an exciting day that way.
Waldo Stadium, Community Night, 27th annual, and a lot of pregame festivities. This has become an annual event, and it's something folks look forward to every year.
Yeah, I don't 27, so that was first couple of years where I guess when I played. I mean, it was packed then, it's packed now. You can smell all the tailgating and everything going on in the baseball field, and the crowds are just electric, you know what I mean? So it was an exciting night.
And no better entrance to the field than that.
No, it's when the band and the crowd and the music's playing, and then we get a chance to come out and play, and it's an exciting way to start the day.
Triumph leading them out, and here you go, your first play after the defense stopped him, and when this guy gets behind everybody, it's over.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. I mean, he's a 4-3-2, Bellamy is, but he's catching the ball. He had a huge third down conversion for us. He's protecting the quarterback. I think he's just doing a lot of great things right now.
You got Drake Harris involved early, made 7 grabs in this one, and then you go into the end zone with Jamari Bogan as he gets a couple of carries here, and this time goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
Yep, the O-line did a great job. They pushed, they kept moving the line of scrimmage. A couple of them, some have moved their guys 5 to 10 yards, you know, which is was kind of a goal of ours to say how far can you push them off the line of scrimmage, and that we go as they go, and obviously they had a great day.
And here's your defense. 5 first downs the whole game?
Yeah, I mean 5 first downs, 8 yards passing. You know, I think they had a chip on their shoulder and they played like it, and they did some things that try to confuse us, some new things, and they stayed calm and they ran after the ball, and that's what we need out of them. And it was fun to watch them run around.
Really, you've been looking for the rhythm out of your offense and some consistency out of the defense, and I think you got all of that and more.
We did, and we got some special teams consistency, and you know we hadn't really shown a bunch of explosiveness yet. And then this play happened, and everything changed. And I really think our kickoff team started that on the opening kickoff when the collisions. There's a lot of big collisions, and it got that special teams unit going. And then Bird did that.
Jaden Reed had to go over the shoulder. Their punter was just really outstanding. He was booming them, and that one got over his shoulder. He fielded it on a hop at the 7. Turned around and ran 93 the other way.
He did. He's an exciting player. I mean, we've been talking about him for a couple weeks. He continues to show up and had a couple nice catches on offense as well. And he's a threat every time he has the ball, and he's gaining confidence. I think the people around him are starting to gain confidence in him, and they're blocking for him. And you know, he's going to be fun to watch as we hit conference.
His predecessor at that, Darius Phillips, was in the house.
Yeah, Cincinnati Bengals played on Thursday, so he got to sit there, and I told him, hey, we got a guy that I think, you know, that could, you know, try to be like you, and he got to see it firsthand.
This was one of my favorite plays. Chase Brown, 29 yards, and he still didn't go down.
Yeah, I don't think he ever went down on that play. I was hoping that we could push him in, you know, but they blew the whistle, and Chase is, you know, he's a young kid. Here's a play, he's trying to get in the end zone, and he's a great athlete for a true freshman. He's doing a great job on special teams, and just proud of his effort all the time.
Here's John rolling out, hits Gio Reach, his first of 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, we had to get Gio going. We've been talking about it for weeks, and special talent, and he can be a matchup nightmare, and you know that showed to be true.
They had to make a move at quarterback. Their starter was injured, and he put pressure on this guy all night long, McDaniels.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons they didn't pass. I don't think it's because they couldn't run and get open, or I think it was just basically that they wanted to keep their quarterback in one piece, because when they dropped back, he was getting hurt.
What a great catch by Keyshawn. It got called back on a penalty.
Yeah, it's a penalty that you can't stop from happening. I mean, we made an adjustment to fix it, but you know, John Kenoy and Bellamy, you know, we're both doing a good job. One thought he was cutting. We ended up getting a high-low. That it was a good call. We made an adjustment just to make sure that it didn't happen again, and here comes Bird again.
He can change direction at full speed.
Yeah, and that's what I used to always talk about Darius, you know, and you know, that's what makes him special. And every time he gets the ball in his hands, and on offense too, you know, he's a threat to go to the house.
That's 14 points that got taken off the board. That too was called back.
I know. We could have scored a lot of points. And here's a great throw, probably his best throw of the day, to Gio down the middle. They had their Sam linebacker trying to cover him, and so it's good to get Gio going.
Great show by Gio on how to catch the football. Hands out in front, catch the ball. And that was outstanding to see. Halftime show with the band. They were all enjoying the festivities too.
Yeah, I don't know how many bands. I mean, we have 350, the best band in the country, in my opinion. So once they add more to it, I can only imagine what it sounded like.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and look at the second half highlights of Western Michigan's 68-0 shutout win over Delaware State. Now timeout on Bronco Review.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Western's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal, and that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
You trust Dunchie Body and Frame for all your collision repair work, but they offer so much more, like paintless dent repair, brakes and wheel alignment, and perfect paint matching. Dunchie also works with all insurance companies to make sure your vehicle is restored to pre-accident condition. So for personal service and high-quality workmanship, call Dunchie Body and Frame at 375-2100 or visit their website, DunshieBody.com. Dunshie Body and Frame, part of your community since 1973.
Choosing your home isn't easy. This is where your kids will draw on the walls, where the people you love will gather to laugh and cry. It's a big decision, which is why choosing your mortgage partner should be easy. With low rates and quick turnaround, Arbor Financial Credit Union can create a customized mortgage solution that is right for you. Visit us at arborfcu.org to find out more. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
Little Caesars has done it again by giving you one large pizza piled high with 5 delicious meat toppings. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. for only $9. You heard me right. Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Meat toppings, including pepperoni, sausage, bacon, beef, and ham. Order yours on our convenient mobile app or simply walk into Little Caesars and pick up your large, hot and ready 5-meat feast for just $9 tonight.
Pizza, pizza.
Drives it back over the shoulder. It's bobbled by Reed. Now he picks it up at the 7, to the 10, to the 15. Broken tackle to the 20. He's to the 30. He may go. He's to midfield, up the left sideline. One man to beat. Cuts it inside. He'll take it all the way for the touchdown. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan.
Jaden Reed on the punt return, 93 yards for the touchdown in the first half of Saturday's victory over Delaware State, and that's just fun to watch.
Every time he gets the ball, you never know what's going to happen. So he's a little bit like Eskridge and Bellamy that way. Like anytime that guy, everyone kind of holds their breath and see what he'll do next, and you can never have enough of those guys.
And Tyron Arnett returned one as well. We'll see Tyron's punt return here shortly. Let's go back to Waldo Stadium Community Night. Take a look at some third quarter highlights of Western Michigan's 68-0 victory. First, though, the fireworks. And look at that.
Unbelievable. I caught the very end of them. I kind of wanted to get out fast. I knew on offense we needed to start fast, and I wanted to see him come out in the third quarter and put a drive together. It was a 12-play drive, my favorite drive of the day. And we took it and went right down the field and scored like we need to when we defer and get the ball second half. You need to start the tempo second half of that we're ready to play.
It was a 5.5-minute drive, and you just methodically took it down the field, throwing, running, everything.
Yeah, it was important, and I told the ones that I was going to give them two drives if they did what they need to do, and they did, and this was the second drive. The second drive wasn't as clean. I had to call timeout in the middle of this drive to make sure I let them know that I wasn't very happy with their focus at that moment. And then we finished this drive with a touchdown, and then they were done for the day.
Look at the length on Jalen Hall, and he's filled out a little bit.
He is 6'4", 174 pounds right now. Came in, that was 25 pounds he's put on since he's been here, and man, he's just going to keep getting better and bigger.
Gio Ricci with his second touchdown of the game. That was a real pretty play.
Yeah, it was great. There was a third down and long, and we called his number. We got the coverage we wanted. And John did a good job of looking the mic off, and Gio flattened hard across the safety's face and made a great play.
Tyron Arnett returning the kick, the punt back there, and later on we'll see him get into the end zone as Davon Tucker shows his ability at running back. You are loaded at running back.
Oh, I mean, we have a ton of really good ones. Tuck's a great running back, and he got some carries. He will continue to get carries, and he can carry the load. He's still got 2 years left, so the future is bright for Tuck.
All right, here's the kickoff, and your kick team did a great job with the placements of the kickoffs here. Josh Grant, awesome job.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't very good week 1. He was better week 2, and he was great. I mean, the ball was exactly where we wanted it. Our kicking team could run and not worry because they knew exactly where it was going to come down, and I was proud of the way he kicked the ball.
Now you got a lot of young people in there getting their first taste in many cases.
Yeah, I remember my first play like it was yesterday. So a lot of these guys, Prince Walker did a great job as a scout team running back last year, and here he is this year, done with his redshirt year, and just did a great job and got in the end zone. Dylan Deathridge threw an unbelievable block on that play, and they're good friends, and it was pretty cool to see them kind of make a great play together.
Musad in there at quarterback, and here's another look at Prince's touchdown. And the Broncos just adding to their lead as you roll up 68 points in this one.
Yeah, and like you said, we scored so many ways. I mean, our defense gets the scoop and score later, and Tyron had a return, and if they did a push-up for every single point we scored, then the cheerleaders had to be tired.
How about Andre Carter there making a tackle?
Andre played great. I mean, he's really coming into his own. Another true freshman like Bird and like Chase. That's really just getting comfortable in his own skin right now. And man, when he gets comfortable, he's going to be a special defensive lineman for us.
All right, here's Tyron Arnett, and he takes it 76 yards for the touchdown.
I think he saw Bird, right? He had to match him, and he did a great job. He had one big cut, got on the sideline, and just let the speed take over. And he's a redshirt, or he's a sophomore. I'm sorry, played last year as a true freshman, so he's only in his second year, and he's really having a good year so far.
Really coming out. You got two guys like that that were turning punts. Wow, you're in good shape there.
Yeah, and Bellamy could do it, and Watson could do it. We feel like we're adding there they are doing their push-ups. But yeah, I think we definitely have talent. I was so happy to see the young defensive guys get in there, because there he is right there, Andre Carter making a play, causing a fumble. Hoop row, Johnny on the spot picks it up, and makes a play.
Belleville High School.
That's where one Robin Hook went to school.
That's right, Belleville High School.
Proud alum.
Here he goes into the end zone. Patrick is going to do a lot of good things for the Broncos.
True freshman. He's a huge special teams player. First time he got to be on defense. I was most impressed with him calling out every single thing that was happening when he was in there on defense. I heard him call the play out 3 times about here comes the option, and the option came. And so he'd been studying his playbook. He was ready. He didn't have to go in early in the game, but I was happy to know that he's ready to go.
Here's Prince again running the football, and he's a slippery little back.
We are. He has unbelievable vision now. Unbelievable vision, and we need to get him bigger. But his vision, he never makes a poor cut.
Final points on the Gavin Petty 25-yard field goal, and that was a tough angle too.
True, a true freshman walk-on. It's been doing a great job in camp, and I think he's got a bright future. So we have good competition at the kicking position right now.
And Odell Miller sends him into the locker room as he directs the marching band after a big Bronco win. We'll be back with more Bronco Review after this timeout.
When you need home improvements, you should call Blackberry. Do you need a new roof? Give us a call. We're one of the area's most trusted and professional roofing contractors, having completed thousands of roofing jobs throughout West Michigan. Right now, you can save 50% off the installation of our new roofing, featuring the Owens Corning Duration Shingle that comes with a limited lifetime warranty for installation and materials. Call today or go to blackberrysystems.com.
Whether it's your knee, back, or wrist, a small pain can be a big problem that affects everything you do. Ascension Care teams at Borges take the time to listen, because listening to you helps us see your whole picture. More conversation, more back and forth, more questions and answers. That's what helps us understand all aspects of you and your life. Find an orthopedic doctor who is right for you at borges.com/orthopedics.
A part of being a member at Arbor Financial Credit Union is the relationships and personal attention you get from our helpful and knowledgeable staff. But we realize you don't always have time for that. With Arbor Financial's secure mobile app, you can quickly check your balance, pay a bill, deposit a check, or find an ATM. In between, well, everything else. Visit us online at arborfcu.org for more information. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
Maple Hill is proud to be a Subaru dealer. Subaru, it is like no other. Because of the 35 miles per gallon that you get in the summer and the all-wheel drive in the winter, the 5-star crash test ratings, the recommendations year after year from the best consumer magazines out there. Own it and you'll say, I love my Subaru. At Maple Hill Subaru, it is a journey like no other.
More devices, more apps, more streaming. Today, we need more speed than ever to stay connected, so we're making the best in-home Wi-Fi experience even better. We're giving our customers faster speeds and including them in our most popular plans at no additional cost. We've increased our speeds 17 times in 17 years, so you can keep streaming, sharing, and connecting like never before. Xfinity, the future of awesome.
Tyron Arnett at the 25 takes it right up the middle to midfield. Tyron Arnett has one man to beat, got to the edge, up the left sideline. He's going to go to the end zone for the touchdown. Tyron Arnett for the second punt return of the night for Western Michigan, and the Broncos lead it now 57-0.
Tyron Arnett with that special teams punt return touchdown, one of two the Broncos scored on special teams. And special teams is a huge part of the game. You get a lot of young people in there to play special teams because you can't play those starters all the time, and they gained some valuable experience here in these first 3 weeks.
Yeah, this has been a huge transition year for us because a lot of those great special teams players the last 3 and 4 years are our starters now. Guys like Spears and Grace and Gio, and so we've been waiting for guys to fill those roles, and so it was fun to watch, like the guys like Lupro and Zaire Barnes and Chase Brown, like they're stepping in those roles. And obviously Bird is kind of, it's hard to replace Darius, but he's doing his best. And so we're getting back to where that special teams can make a difference, because I don't think they made a huge difference in the first 2 games, and obviously they did last. And our coaches are doing a good job of bringing the young guys along, but we really feel like we're in a good spot moving forward.
Broncos had an outstanding recruiting class going into this season, and many of those guys are on the field for you, Coach.
Yeah, and they're doing a great job for 18-year-olds. They're not redshirt freshmen. They just got here a month ago, and they're learning, and they have great work ethic, and they're following guys like Tranquil and Bogan around and Bellamy around, and so and Kenoy. They have great leadership on our team that's helping them kind of come together faster. And you watch them play; they don't look like freshmen.
They sure don't. Well, tough challenge coming up this week. You travel to Atlanta to take on Georgia State. We'll look ahead to the final non-conference game of the regular season for the Broncos when we return after this timeout.
Introducing Little Caesars Large Hot and Ready 5-Meat Feast with 5 delicious meat toppings.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Including pepperoni, sausage, bacon, beef, and ham. Only $9 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
A part of being a member at Arbor Financial Credit Union is the relationships and personal attention you get from our helpful and knowledgeable staff. But we realize you don't always have time for that. With Arbor Financial's secure mobile app, you can quickly check your balance, pay a bill, deposit a check, or find an ATM. In between, well, everything else. Visit us online at arborfcu.org for more information. Arbor Financial Credit Union. Bank here, grow here.
At Galesburg Ford, we stand behind our football teams.
I like the Honolulu blue and silver.
I'm a fan of the purple and gold. Weston's brown and gold, all the way.
We may cheer for different teams, but our team here at Galesburg Ford has one goal, and that's great customer satisfaction as we find you a new car, truck, or SUV. So whether it's a brand new Ford
or a certified used vehicle,
score your next car at Galesburg Ford.
Touchdown!
Galesburg Ford.
Not too far for your next car.
The people who accomplish so much are always striving to do even more. Now, with our help, they will. It's time for more.
What do you do when you discover something great? Well, you tell your friends and family about it, right? Well, that's exactly how Lake Michigan Credit Union became the largest credit union in Michigan. With one of the highest checking account rates in the nation and guaranteed low mortgage rates, word is spreading fast about Lake Michigan Credit Union. Earn more when you save, pay less when you borrow. Lake Michigan Credit Union, the best place for your money.
How much did it cost?
It's 4 slices of deep dish and a Pepsi for just $5.
Pizza.
Harris the setback. He's got it and he's wrestled down by Andre Carter. The ball came out, it's picked up by the Broncos and returned into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Lupro from Belleville High School scores his first career touchdown.
The defense getting on the board with the touchdown. It's great to see the defense score. Patrick Lupro finds the end zone.
Yeah, it was young kids in there. They were playing hard, and good things happen when you play hard.
All right, going to need them all this week when you take on Georgia State in Atlanta, Turner Field, now Georgia State Stadium.
Yeah, it's a cool venue. You know, a lot of Atlanta Braves games have been, a lot of pennants won there. You know, and so they've kind of turned it into a football stadium, done a great job, and it's a good team. I mean, they went to a bowl game last year, and they got some players. That recruiting area is awesome. You know, there's tons of good players. We recruit there, and so it's going to be a challenge for us.
Georgia State is out of the Sun Belt Conference. They went to a bowl last year. They have a new head coach, and they've got some talent. This Penny Hart is scary, 5'8", wide receiver who is exciting.
I mean, he's a preseason everything, you know, every award list, and he does everything, you know, and like a Hines Ward type, you know, block, make plays, score touchdowns, run the ball on a jet sweep. They do a great job of moving him around. They have a quarterback that's athletic. Their head coach is in I think it's his second year, but he's really getting that O-line going. He's an O-line coach, came from South Carolina. So they're going to cause some issues. You know, they've been able to score in every game they've been in, and then defensively, they're really good up front. You know, they got some injuries in the back end, but up front, they got some good-looking D linemen that can run around.
Yeah, they certainly look the part out of the Sun Belt Conference, and this is a good matchup in your final non-conference game before you open Mid-American Conference play next week.
Yeah, they got the number one punter in the country, right? Supposedly by yardage-wise, so you know Bird will have a chance to see some big punts to him, and it's a great matchup. I think they have really good players. I think they're very similar to us. You know, it's going to be 90 down in Atlanta, so hopefully we can beat the heat and really get focused and play. But it should be a heck of a game. And, you know, they played NC State tough. They played Memphis, you know, hung around with Memphis. So it's going to be a battle.
And your quarterback, John Wassing, continues to grow and improve after missing the last few games with an injury last season. And he's starting to figure it out and really running that offense the way you want it to be run.
Yeah, I think it's slowing down for him a little bit. You know, I think he's using his eyes way better and understanding coverage better, and he's just maturing. You know, it's like what you want him to do. You want him to come to the sideline and know the coverage and be calm, and the calmer he is, the more accurate he throws. But he threw some really nice balls second level up over, one to Bird on our sideline and one to a couple to Gio down the middle that were major big-time throws. And we're going to need those types of throws to win games. And so this is a great opportunity for him.
All right, we'll look for more of that this weekend when the Broncos travel to Atlanta to take on Georgia State. We'll have all of those highlights next week on our next Bronco Review. Special thanks to our staff. For Coach Lester, I'm Robin Hook. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.